Chairs No Waiting, episode number 92. Floyd and Bert, business partners. Two Chairs No Waiting is brought to you each week by Weaver's Department Store at weaversdepartmentstore.com. Drop by Weaver's, pick up DVDs, new 50th anniversary items, got all kinds of stuff. So drop by weaversdepartmentstore.com. Two Chairs No Waiting is also brought to you by donations from listeners like you. Thank you for your donations. Tonight's episode is sponsored by Floyd's Barbershop in Mayberry, North Carolina. And here is your guest host for the night, Floyd Lawson.
Yeah, is this thing on? Can you hear? Hello, everybody. Hello there. Yeah, it's been a rough day here at the barbershop. Things just been crashing down around me. Yeah, it's good to be here. It's good to see you guys. Yeah. Alan had asked me to host again tonight because, last time it went over so well. But it's been a while, so it's good to be here. He was also telling me, that Bert Miller from over at Weaver's, he works there now. He works over at Weaver's now. Yeah, he used to carry around one of these traveling salesman cases, but he doesn't now. He works at Weaver's. I'm going to try to have him drop by, kind of like a flashback here, because I'm going to tell you a story about something that happened a long time ago back in Mayberry. Yeah, you see, Andy is out of town this weekend, and, there was just some funny stuff that happened, because Bert had to come by over at the barbershop. Yeah, and, and then when he came by, it was kind of like...
Hello, Floyd.
Hey, hello, Bert. Come on in.
Thanks, Floyd. It's always good to take a load off. Ooh.
Yeah, it looks like you're going somewhere. Where are you headed with a big suitcase? Nashville? Atlanta? Oh,
No.
I bet you're going to Florida.
No.
Yeah, it's a nice place this time. Yeah, this time of year.
Oh, no, Floyd, no, I'm not going anywhere. This is my sales case. Remember? The one I used to carry around door to door.
Yeah, oh, yes, yeah. Your sales case. Yeah. Well, why? What about Weaver's? Oh, you didn't get fired, did you, Bert?
No.
Oh, that Ben Weaver, he's got a nasty streak when he wants to. He's
No, Floyd, no, I didn't get fired.
Did he cut your hours?
Oh,
Did he cut your
no,
pay? Yeah.
no.
Oh, Ben. Yeah, he can. Yeah. Remember what he tried to do to the Scobies?
No, Floyd, nothing like that, nothing. No, Ben's a real gentleman these days. You might even say he's gotten around to being a bit of a softy.
A softy?
Yeah.
Ben Weaver? Yeah, well, I never would imagine that, huh? Ben, a softy.
Oh, yeah, Ben's an old softy.
Hey, you remember that ice cream truck that comes through over here about every other week? It plays music.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, and all the kids in Barney run up and with their dimes to try to get ice cream. Isn't that called Mr. Softy?
Well, yes, I believe it is. I know the driver. I wish I could have had a little music like that. It would have saved a lot of doorbell ringing.
Hey, they've got great pistachio fruity flavor of ice cream. Yeah, what I'd really like to see them carry would be Huckleberry Smash ice cream. Yeah, now that would be good. Yeah.
Yes, that sounds like it would be good ice cream, all right.
Yeah, I like ice cream, Mr. Softy. Pistachios, tutti frutti. Oh, but Huckleberry Smash, that'd be just... wait a minute. Ben Weaver's a softy? Does he own that ice cream truck?
No, Ben doesn't own that yet, but he'd like to. My cousin Roby Miller bought the ice cream truck and gave it to his boy Jerry to run.
Oh, yes. Roby and Irene Miller's boy, Jerry. Yeah, he's kind of clumsy. But he tries real hard. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah. He once dropped a scoop of ice cream on Aunt B, but she just laughed. Butter pecan, I think it was. Say, what if Ben put up some money with Jerry and added another truck? There'd be more ice cream. Wouldn't that be something?
Yes, I suppose it would. 2 trucks, no waiting. Ben Weaver and Jerry Miller, Mr. Softy's ice cream.
Oh, no. No, they wouldn't go the same places. No. Yeah, they would. One would go to Mount Pilot while the other went over to Greendale. You see, expansion, diversification. Yeah, Weaver and Miller's, Mr. Softy Ice Cream. No, that just doesn't sound right. Maybe Ben and Jerry's. No, that never happened.
Floyd, speaking about diversification, I wanted to do a little business with you right here.
Yeah, Bert. Oh, don't tell me you're a manicurist now.
No, not that. You see, I bought my case over because Weaver's is closed today.
Weaver's is closed? On a Friday? I can't imagine that.
It's closed.
Yeah. Ben normally only closes on Sundays and holidays. Yeah. Friday's the busiest day of the week for most of us merchants.
Well, you see, there was a little accident there this morning. Mrs. Magruder was mopping the floor and she spilled a whole gallon of ammonia. Asa woke up from guard duty and walked outside coughing.
Really? Is he okay?
Oh, yeah, he is fine. He just needed some fresh air. As soon as we opened the doors, the place was fine, but Barney happened along and heard Asa coughing and saw the spill.
Oh, no, and Andy's out of town. Yeah, Barney's a maniac when Andy's gone. Yeah, and he's
true.
In charge.
Well, the next thing you know, Barney has this whole front door wrapped up in yellow tape. He said he'd have to call the boys in the lab and the hazardous SWAT team to come in.
He loves that yellow crime tape. Since Andy said he couldn't arrest anybody anymore while he's out of town, Barney just wraps everything in yellow tape.
I saw a bunch of bicycles parked on the sidewalk, all wrapped in yellow tape.
Yeah, but did you see Emma Watson? Yeah, Barney caught her jaywalking and wrapped that stuff around her nice black cup. Yeah, you'd wanted to see that. And she looked like a bumblebee. It was funny to see her marching down the street, mumbling. Yeah, mumbling, kind of like a buzz. Yeah, it looks like a bumblebee. Yeah.
I bet that was funny. Oh, I bet Barney will get stung when Andy gets back. Well, anyway, about this diversification, would you mind if I set up a little table here in your shop for a day or two?
Gosh, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, set up right here in the shop? It might be crowded or... Well, let me think a minute.
Well, if it's too much bother, I don't want to be a bother. Just the case opened up like this, with a little of this and that. Otherwise, Ben won't make any sales today unless I go door to door.
Oh, I see. Well, I wouldn't want anything to happen to old Salty Ben. Yeah, hey, look at those people out there looking in the window at the stuff in your case. Oh, yeah, that means they might want to come in. Well, let's see here. I've got 2 chairs to swing it. But what about my customers?
You mean the ones that are here now?
Yes.
I don't see anybody. But if you let those people in, maybe some will want a haircut. Or some witch hazel or something.
Yeah, that's right. If you create a little traffic, I might get a shampoo or a facial. Yeah. Here, give me a minute here to set up. Here, you take this table and put it right up there next to the window. You can hang some things up here. Around here. Yeah, this will be good.
Yeah, I think so. One thing, then another. A little of this and that.
Oh, what do we want to call this? Lawson and Weavers.
Fun with Bert and Floyd.
Flat tops and whatnots?
How about a little off the top and a new pair of socks?
No. Let me see. I shall not run. When with Wilkie. Oh, I got it. I'm going to open the doors now. Welcome to Quickie Shampoo and Weavers too. Floyd Lawson, proprietor. It was a good day, too. I tell you that. We had all kinds of business that day. Yeah, me and Bert in business together. Yeah, you remember Jerry Miller, aren't you? Jerry Miller, I thought he was going to be a deputy for Andy. That he played the banjo. He's a good boy, but he was very clumsy. Yeah, I remember that like it was yesterday. Oh, me. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed that flashback time there. I was reading the other day in the newspaper. The butcher over in Mount Pilot, the local butcher there. He backed into his meat grinding machine. Yeah. It said in the paper. It said he got a little behind in his work. I'm just a barber. I don't pretend to be a comedian. Anyway, I want to thank Alan for having me here tonight, and I'm going to throw you back to him. So we'll see you next time from Mayberry, North Carolina, Floyd's Barbershop. Talk to you later.
Hey, thank you, Floyd. Thank you for that wonderful flashback. That was great. Wow, I really I loved hearing that. Hearing Jerry Miller's in there, Ben and Jerry's. Wow, that was good. That was a good one. Oh, me. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. That was Floyd and episode number 92. People always talk about the weather, but nobody does anything about it. Yeah, we all know who said that. Kevin Cooley said that. No, Floyd, he did not say that. No, he didn't. Yeah. So anyway, thanks, Floyd. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, that's it for this evening. I want to thank you guys for coming by, and I want to ask you if you've got any comments to leave them over at mayberry.com/podcast. You can leave them there, or you can go to twochairsnowaiting.com and leave them at our website there. You can also go by facebook.com/2chairs and leave comments to me there. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Facebook. And the main thing, folks, I want to get to meet with you and talk with you, because that's what this is really all about. It's developing a community of Mayberry fans that enjoy just spending time and getting to know one another. So I want you to not only talk with each other, but also talk with me. So we've got all this fun. The main thing I would love for you to be able to do is just give me a call at 888-684-8415 and leave me a comment about what you think about the Andy Griffith Show or something special that you might know about, folks. I'm sure they'd enjoy getting to hear from me, other than Floyd and Bert and all the others that get to drop by. We'd like to hear from you. So you guys give me a call or drop me an email, however you'd like to contact me. Folks, I want to thank you all for coming and invite you back next week to episode number 93 of Two Chairs No Waiting, your Mayberry podcast. Talk to you later. Bye.